Today on the channel, I put a spell on you with Savanti Romero, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, NECA unboxing.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NECA unboxing and review. And today on the channel we got Savanti Romero to unbox. But for all your Savanti Romero needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal at the end of the day. And of course, we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging on this one. Small single packaging on these NECA ones. I like the uniformity on these packages, and we've unboxed quite a few of these over the last year or so on the channel. Is probably when this line started coming out. Very good looking figure right here. Now, not a tip-top player like some of the other ones from the Turtle universe that we know, but this guy likes to perform some black magic like a young Jimmy Page, but he's got some black magic in him, a time traveler as well, and an all-around bad guy, and definitely looking very demonic, very devilish, and he got transformed into this kind of look because of his ways, I guess we'll call it here. But a big window box going on, glamour shot here, Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as well. Looking good. He is number 11 in the line so far, for those keeping track at home. Very cool glamour shot right there, looking interesting, and then on the back, there's more glamour shots for you, and of course a little cross-sell down below, but looking good. It does say what? Meanwhile? Yep, always says meanwhile there. But a mean mugging dude, a guy I would not want to run into anywhere along the way. That's for sure. Very scary, very, like I said, demonic. Looks like the devil in a lot of ways. And he's got a lot of tape on him too, apparently, because I didn't unbox him all the way through the tape, but we're going to pull him out. Holy cow, we got all kinds of stuff going on here. I don't know what's going on. We got that usual background there on the packaging. We've seen that before. See you later. Goodbye. And oh my gosh, what do we got going on here? This is a rare occurrence we do not get very often with this turtle line. See you later. Goodbye. Is a big old stand for him. So he must have some trouble standing. So we do get a big stand, almost like a McFarlane one, but even bigger. So we do get a stand with him. We do get some extra hands, so we do get 4 hands in its own plastic prison. We'll pull that out as well. Stick that back in there, and bam! See you later through the uprights. And then we get him in the old plastic prison. Look at that. Looking very interesting. I better get the old scissors out because we got a lot of twist ties going on here. Once again, I feel like I'm unboxing a McFarlane figures. I just got done opening up some new Spawn figures. Look for those on the channel sooner rather than later, as we always do say. But now we got this guy with all these twist ties, just an obscene, yes, I said it, an obscene amount of twist ties locking him in. But we're getting there. We're getting there. I think that's it. There it is. All right, we're getting there. Like I said, we're getting there. All right, we got that. And then it looks like his staff is the last thing I got to get. There we go. Hopefully that is it. Hopefully. There we go. All right, twist ties all over the place. See you later all over the carpet as well. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? See you later. Goodbye. And twist tie is going to stuff off of there, and we're ready for business here. We're ready to shake down and see what old Savanti is up to, and he's up to no good, like I did say. He looks like the devil at the end of the day. But let's dive into him, and I guess we already looked at the stand. We'll look at these extra hands. 2 fists of fury out of the package, so he's going to throw some fists if he has to. We get 2 big old maniacal hands. He's got some big old catcher's mitt hands going on here. Big hands on old Savanti. And then you got gripping hands, which most likely I'm going to end up using the gripping hands because he's got to hold his staff. He's got to hold this stuff. So we do get gripping hands there. Now we get some of these effect pieces. We get this that can lock into his hand if you want to. You stick his hand in there. It's a little blast effect, green effect here. Looking good. Looks like something we'd see once again. McFarlane getting a lot of name dropping in here. Looks like something from his DC line you could see with the Green Lantern or Sinestro or something. But we do get this nice piece. I like the looks of that. Then we do get his big old magical staff. I like that it's kind of got like the monkey's paw across the top and horns. Looks like something up to no good with the old black magic here. Wooden stick to give it that old-timey feel. You got some extra colors with brown, yellow, blue. Of course, the white on the horns at the top. And then the nice whiteness of the nails here. Just very evil staff going on here. And it looks like he's up to no good with something like that. There's no doubt about it. And then we get kind of this spell wand little effect piece, I guess. You can put this on here. You can kind of do whatever you want with it, but it looks like he's conjuring up a spell. He's conjuring something up here. It almost looks like eyeballs or a bunch of balls together. You got the yellow and green. Obviously, hopefully working up an Oakland A's World Series win. Maybe that's what they're doing here. But we do got one of those. So those are the accessories. Now we get to the main event. We get down to the figure, and I'm very interested. Will he stand on his own? He must not. So it must be almost impossible to get him to stand on his own. And NECA said, you know, people are going to complain about this. We probably better put a flight stand in here, or just a stand, I should say, as he is not going to stand. So that makes a lot of sense to have this here for him. And I do appreciate stuff like that, because it would get pretty annoying having to find a new stand for him or lean him up against your bookshelf wherever you're going to display him. So that is something to take note of. But this guy looking really, really mean. And I want to say we first saw this figure debuted at San Diego Comic-Con 2023. I could be wrong, but that's where I remember seeing him for the first time. But man, oh man, looking very devilish. And of course, you know, the devil's got many interpretations over the years, but a lot of people think of him kind of as this like half body with the furry legs and the horns, the goat horns going on. He's kind of playing into that a little bit. I think that is a fair assessment. And the first thing you notice is these big old crazy horns out the back. Look at that, going all the way back like hair. Looking very, very ugly in the face department with a beat-up nose, red eyes looking extra scary, big old teeth and some tusks coming out as well. And I even saw this on the side here. You got a jaw that can be moved just a little bit. Not a ton of movement, but you do get a little bit of movement out of that jaw. That is pretty cool to be able to mix that around however you want to do it. See the big old tongue back there as well. Very, very cool. Kind of some elf-like ears on him. Just an ugly dude at the end of the day. Got a very interesting red shirt with some reds and some yellows. Got a little bit of loincloth down in the front, because why wouldn't you? You got all that hair down there. You got to cover that up at the end of the day. Some spikes coming out of the shoulders on him. Got some painted on hair onto the forearms and stuff. Big tree trunk-like forearms, and then just like the hands we saw, big old fist on him. He's ready to throw down at a moment's notice. Wouldn't want to be on the bad side of him, that is for sure. And of course, articulation, arm does go all the way around for him. You do get a bicep cut. Double jointed, yep, double jointed elbows on him. Hands removable, back, forth, side to side. Head, back, forth, side to side. A little bit limited in the articulation with those big horns, as you can imagine. You do get some good up and down out of him. And then we talked about the mouth articulation. Some hula hoop at the top. No real waist articulation on him. Decent splits for a guy like this, I will say that. Looks like single jointed knees, also some side to side on those knees if you do need them. And then you do get an ankle back and forth side to side on him as well for those big old hooves down here, looking good. Love the hair on this one with the black and brown, looking very on point, as you can imagine something like a devilish figure would have here. Just an all-around menacing looking figure. This is just guy that just screams he is a bad dude. There's no doubt about it. And of course, performing black magic, things like that. Not a good day for the Turtles when they have to cross him and his time-traveling ways. But for me, I'm definitely going to have all the effect pieces on him. He's going to be holding his staff. As much as I like these huge fists on him, I just want to make use of all the accessories he comes with. I think that makes sense. But looking very cool. Now let's see, does he fit on the stand pretty good? Hopefully he does. He should, right? And he does. Look at that. So I do appreciate they gave us this stand here, especially when you have a difficult to stand figure like that. They should really do something, because most figures can stand on their own. You just want it in case they fall over, get knocked over, something like that. And this is a guy, if he didn't have a stand, you could probably make it work. But my guess is, you know, you look at him the wrong way, he would fall over and probably take out half of your shelf along the way as well. But a very cool looking figure. Very, very striking. This is one of those figures we talk about on the channel where somebody sees your collection. They come down to my basement, for example, and they look around. Wow, look at all this. A guy like this is where your eyes are drawn to, and you're like, wow, this is a pretty stunning figure. What's up with this? Tell me more about it. And that's where this one kind of nets out for me, and at least on first impressions there. And usually first impressions are pretty much right in most things you do. But a very cool one that caught me by surprise. I knew it was coming out, I just didn't realize it was coming out this quick. Should be hitting store shelves, Targets, all kinds of stuff, Entertainment Earths of the world here in the next week or so. Like I said, I already found this out at stores as well. So if you're on the lookout, now's the time, head out for him. But what are your thoughts? Is this a pickup for you? Is it a pass? Is it a long gamer? What do you think about this figure? Looks pretty cool to me. I really do like the looks of this figure. Could be a top 10er for me, actually, in all honesty, this year. We'll see what happens. See how that nets out in the next month or so when we start doing top 10 lists, top 5 lists, year-end lists on this very YouTube channel. So make sure you do subscribe to this YouTube channel and the other YouTube channel. We got videos every single day and then some. So you don't want to miss out on those videos. And you can get early access to all the videos, plus bonus stuff, all kinds of content over there on the Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this very YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for a little Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles unboxing today, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.